Hey, yo, somebody tell me what the hell this is.
Nacho Tuesday. Woo! Shit.
Wow.
Gonna grab that cheese. Ooh, shit, babe. Look at that.
That's a lot of cheese.
Ooh, shit. Damn.
Yeah, that's
All right, let's grab this lettuce.
lettuce with some onion.
Ooh, shit.
Put a whole bowl. Got some tomato.
Yeah, let's add that sour cream. Ooh, shit. Damn.
Yeah, man.
Now make sure you get everything.
That's a major L right there. Yo, what the hell is going on, man? I mean, it's bad enough that we can't agree on anything nowadays. But after looking at something like that, I mean, are they really putting Tostitos and Doritos in an umbrella and topping it with, you know, sour cream and extra cheese and all types of other toppings? Bruh, what the actual fuck? This is when you know that body positivity has gone too far.
Here's my hot take as a doctor. I totally agree. It is okay to be fat. We don't say that enough, but it needs to be normalized. If you are fat, that is okay. It is typically not a problem that requires immediate solving. It is not an emergency. You don't have to drop everything in the pursuit of being not fat. Aaron said this other thing in a different video that I totally agree with as well, is that it is okay to not be healthy. We act like it is this moral failing, this cardinal sin that you deserve a scarlet letter if you are not healthy. And there's a name for that, and that's called healthism. Now, don't get me wrong. In my line of work, there's a lot of people that I see that want to gain weight, lose weight, take other measures that they think will improve their health in some way. And by all means, that's what we're here for. We're here to help you with that and be supportive of that. But a good doctor will not judge you for being fat. They will not judge you for being unhealthy. They will not judge the decisions that you made or the decisions that were made for you, which is the much more likely scenario that got you to the point where you are right now. We're here to help you with the changes that you want to make. And if you are someone who wants to lose weight for health purposes.
Hey, yo, time out. This woman's a doctor. This is what I mean when I say stop going to doctors for health advice, specifically nutritional advice. And, you know, I don't know who Dr. Nicole Van Groningen, I don't know who she is. Maybe she's some sort of nutritionist or, registered dietitian. But let me tell you something. A title does not equal intelligence and true knowledge. Because, frankly, she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Ayo, I've been doing this a long time. I've trained professional athletes. I've worked with men's health. I majored in exercise science and nutrition in college. I've been studying this since I was 10 years old. I mean, I have extensive in-life experience. On top of that, I also have a nutrition master's coaching certification. And bruh, I'm the first person to advocate for real professionals to be the ones giving health advice. But that doesn't mean you know what you're talking about, and that doesn't mean you're good at your job. See, the problem is that nowadays we've prioritized people's feelings over their health. And the ironic thing is, if you want to feel better emotionally, one of the most important things you can do is feel better physically. You guessed it. How you feel on the inside is affected by the things you put inside of you.
Pause, that's crazy.
Hey, yo, that's crazy. But you feel what I'm saying. So what I'm really trying to tell you is we got to stop worrying about being fat phobic and start worrying about being really healthy. Stop telling people that being obese is okay. Because guess what? It's not. Now, time out. I already know the responses that people are going to have. Not only are they going to talk about shaming and all these other emotionally loaded terms, but they're going to try to throw some science at me. And it's true. It's I have a lot of things to say about people on the other side of this conversation, because people will throw a lot of health terms at you and, veganism and, the keto diet and all these other things that lead people to believe, or at least try to convince people, that there's only one way to be healthy and that you have to do these things. Otherwise, you're going to either die tomorrow or your life's going to suck. And that's also not true. However, would you tell smokers that smoking is healthy and that it's okay? I mean, that's the ambulance going for them right now. Seriously. I mean, we got to stop giving people improper health advice. You wouldn't tell smokers that smoking is healthy, right? You wouldn't tell drug addicts that taking drugs is healthy. But guess what? You could do both of those things and live a very long life. Plenty of people have. Does that mean that that's sound health advice? Dr. Nicole Van Groningen? Hell no. Not even close. And so I don't understand why in this generation we feel it's more important to have people feel positive about their unhealthy, obese bodies rather than encourage them to be healthy, where they will actually feel better, live a better quality of life, their hormonal balance will be better, their sexual health will be better, their moods will be better. I mean, doesn't that sound better? Does to me. Honestly, this woman just doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. And what's worse? She may very well know that what she's saying is wrong, and she's saying it anyway to try to gain cool points or, be, down with the movement. And that's just fucking pathetic. Seriously, it really is, because once again, you're supposed to be a doctor. You're supposed to take pride in what you do. You're supposed to value the fact that people come to you to better their lives. If they want a friend just to put their arm around them, they can go get that. They ain't paying you for that. They're paying you because they actually do want to be healthy. Just because the news that they're not currently healthy or that they're trending towards a direction that isn't good for them is news that they don't like to hear, doesn't mean that it's not something that they need to hear. Speaking of body positivity,
What are you looking at, creep? I can't even go to the gym in peace. It's you freaking weird creep.
Put a fucking shirt on.
It's on.
Put a shirt on.
How about you don't look at people at the gym? Weirdo.
Damn, shawty. Can I get your number?
No, you damn creep. I'm gonna call the manager.
yo, how many times have you seen a girl in a gym bending over, titties out, pussy print popping through her yoga pants? I mean, honestly, who does that when they don't want attention? I'll tell you what the answer is. Nobody. The funny thing is nowadays, a lot of the girls in these gyms that are doing shit like this, they put these pictures on Instagram, on OnlyFans, where they either one, monetize and capitalize off of that attention, or just on an Instagram or something, they just capitalize off that attention by feeling good about themselves. I mean, isn't it ironic that you wear clothing that's extremely revealing, that attracts attention, but you don't want that attention, and then you post those pictures on social media to get a lot of attention? That makes no sense at all. But you know what? Actually, I lied. It makes perfect sense. You're a narcissist. Congratulations. But, at least if you were a narcissist and you were aware of it, then, we could be like, you know what? Do you. Get yours, baby girl. But the problem I have is that a lot of girls are behaving this way and then going and complaining to HR or something like that and posting videos of themselves in the gym like, oh my God, girl, did you see the way that he's looking at me? Like, bitch, you got your titties out. What are you doing? Who dresses like that to the gym and then gets upset when people look at them? Listen, it's true. Just because you're dressed a certain way doesn't give anybody the right to put their hands on you, to make crude, inappropriate comments. I get it. I agree 100%. But there's nothing wrong with somebody looking. And frankly, if you don't want them to look, you might not want to wear clothes that make you look half naked. Seriously. And, honestly, listen, I've been in good shape for the better part of my entire life. I've been in a lot of gyms. And let me tell you something. Women will stare at a man even worse than men will stare at girls. I'm telling you. They will touch you, come over to you, make comments, put themselves in front of you intentionally. It's crazy. And, I'm not complaining about it. Not even a little bit. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. And I think we need to get to a place where we don't need to point out hypocrisy because people just stop complaining about every fucking thing. Seriously. Like, if you want the freedom to free the nipple, guess what? There's men that live in the world too, and they like looking at nipples. They're probably going to look. If you just accept it, everybody can go about their business and we can all be happy. But, women seem to want this double standard, which is something I thought they hate, where they can do all these different types of things that they know are sexually enticing to men and then get upset when attention comes their way. I'm not talking about any type of assault. I'm talking about eyes looking. Bruh. And here's another thing that a lot of people don't want to admit, but I can tell you firsthand, it's 100% true. I've worked with a lot of female clients. And earlier on in my career, when I first moved to LA, I was training this girl. She's a model. And every time we would be in the gym, because at the time I would go to like the local gyms, the LA Fitness of the world, and train her because I didn't have my own location. Needless to say, you're not really supposed to do that, but it is what it is. Nevertheless, her and I would be in the gym. I'd be training her. It was 100% business, but it was impossible not to notice the guys that would be staring at her every day, every time we were in the gym. And, she would just be doing her workout. Now, mind you, she was one of these girls that would, I want to work on my splits in front of the mirror and shit like that. Like, all right, do you? Like, that's fine. But like, it definitely attracted a lot of attention, right? And guys would come up to me and ask me, yo, is that your girl, bro? Like, yo, what's up? What's good? And they'd be like, yo, man, like, you could try. Go ahead. Try. You want to go talk to her. It's not my girl, But the point being that, like, I used to hear a lot of her stories, and she knew damn well she was attracting attention. And guess what? Sometimes some of the guys that approached, she would give them her number. So it's like this whole routine where it's like, I don't want any attention. I got my headphones in. If the right guy comes over to you, that shit doesn't matter. So it's complete bullshit that women just want to be left alone and don't want to be disturbed in the gym. Most of the time, that's 100% true. But you can't have it both ways where you want to leave the door open for the guy you want to come over to you. And because of that, you're wearing certain clothing and just in case you happen to come across this person. But at the same time, when it's not the right guy that comes over to you or is looking at you, not only do you not like it, which is perfectly fine, but you feel like it's some sort of crime that this person needs to be thrown out of the gym or reprimanded or doxxed on social media or something like that. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you don't own the world. And on the flip side, guys, you do need to have some better social calibration, right? There's a way to go up to a girl in a gym, on the street, in a restaurant, anywhere. There's a way to approach a girl, even if she may not necessarily be welcoming like attention at the moment. She's not, you got to be able to look at a girl and realize like she looks like she doesn't want anybody to talk to her right now. But, let's say you felt like, oh man, I really want to talk to this girl. And I feel like if I don't say something now, I'll regret it. Even though she doesn't look like she's in the mood for anybody to talk. There's a way to approach that girl without sparking like a really negative reaction. And, you know, there's no magic pill, there's no magic bullet, there's no magic phrase that you say. A lot of it has to do with how you look, you know, your demeanor, but even more important than that is your initial approach. First impression counts for a lot. And when you're going to talk to a girl, one of the most important things you can do is acknowledge the situation. So if it's an awkward situation and you barge over there, even if you're really polite and you just barge in and you're just like, excuse me, I just really wanted to talk. She's probably going to be really annoyed. You know, maybe she's in a good mood. Maybe she's a really, you know, friendly person and doesn't want to be rude. And she might just, you know, let you down. No, it's fine. No, it's okay. Something like that. Right. But that's not the point. The point is that you missed an opportunity for yourself to prove to yourself that you can handle this situation, that you understand women, and because you're not going to succeed every single time. Most of the times you're not going to, right? But just because you didn't succeed, meaning like you close, you got her number, you agreed to go on a date, just because you didn't get that doesn't mean it was a failure. Because really what game comes down to is understanding the situation and being able to be the same type of person, whoever it is that you are, in all these different situations. So if you want to go and talk to the girl, go and talk to her. But you need to understand how to do it. So in that type of situation that I just laid out, what you want to do is you want to, like I said, you want to acknowledge the awkwardness of the situation or the discomfort of the situation. You want to show some social awareness. You want to convey that you understand that you're interrupting or that this is awkward or that she has her headphones on or that she's in the middle of something. You have to acknowledge that you understand that and kind of pre-frame whatever it is that you're going to say by, you know, trying to break a little bit of the awkward tension by acknowledging it, right? We've all heard of the elephant in the room. And the more you ignore the elephant, the bigger it gets. You might go over to her and you might say something like, excuse me, I know you're in the middle of your workout. I don't mean to bother you, but I just thought I would come over and introduce myself because I've never seen you here before. I'm Graham. What's your name? And you might get a good response. You might get a, no, I'm busy, sorry, or no, thank you. You might get something like that. But more times than not, you'll at the very least, you'll get somebody engaging with you. Why? Because one, you were polite. Two, you're acknowledging that you're interrupting and kind of barging in. But you're also conveying that, yo, hey, look, I'm interested and I wanted to come and introduce myself and talk to you, even though I understand I'm kind of interrupting you. So I'm acknowledging that if you don't like that, that's cool, right? In other words, it's tough to look and sound like a creep if you're acknowledging that what you're doing is a little bit bothersome, because normally creeps aren't aware of things like that. That's why they come off creepy. You get it? So in a situation like that, that's what you would do. But that's neither here nor there. I digress. The point I was trying to make is that women tend to dress and expose themselves, specifically in the gym nowadays, and get really upset when they attract the type of attention. All I was saying is that if you are going to approach a girl or say something, there's a way to do it. And also, ladies, if you don't like the attention, cover up. Now, I know you're going to say, guys will look anyway. Guess what? You're a woman, you're attractive, men are going to look. Guys, you can look, but don't be a creep. There, it's settled.
Perfect.
We good? Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, follow me on all platforms at Peak and Truth, and we'll be back to react to some more videos next time.